And it worked. It'll work again.
This is for Star. It's a little music box that I picked up in Florence.
Oh, thank you. She'll love it.
Good. And this is for Bird. Actually, this is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, made out of sunflower seeds. Right, so you can open it yourself. Have fun.
Did you do anything over there besides shop?
Oh, yeah. I worried about my family, as I usually do. Actually, my radar must have been really out of whack, because it never for a second occurred to me that as soon as my back was turned, you were going to go and get yourself almost killed.
Oh, gee, sorry, sis. The next time a terrorist breaks into my apartment, I'll make sure that he warns you first.
I think it was probably Patrick who needed the warning.
Weren't you two very close?
I admired him, in spite of his demons, which we all have. You know, Todd, you and Patrick were a lot more alike than you would ever admit, which is probably why you could never have been friends. It's extraordinary to think of him apparently dying right here, protecting your family.
It's funny how things work.
Oh, Vicky, are you sure that I can't get you a cup of coffee?
No, thank you, Taya. I have to go to work. But there was something else I wanted to talk to you two about. There's a charity benefit tonight at the Palace for the Women's Clinic, and I was hoping you guys would make a donation. Believe me, I do not expect you to come.
Oh, why not?
Because Melodor is co-sponsoring the event, and Blair will be there.
Well, that seals it. Wild horses on crack couldn't drag me there.
Or maybe they could. And, who knows, you might even enjoy it. Something, I am not fooling around with Ian like you are. I like him. And I don't. No. You like his wallet and his bank accounts, his stocks and his bonds and his investments.
Oh, right. And his holdings mean absolutely nothing to you.
No. Nothing.
Yeah.
He's just a real handy club to hit me over the head with.
Club? What a flattering description of Ian. I wonder what he would think about that.
All I'm saying is I'm getting my life back on track, and I'm going to be damned if I start living it according to your whims.
Well, I tell you what, Kelly, I've been living my life based on one of your little whims, that you could actually drive that night when you were an emotional wreck.
Hey.
Hi. Well, you gave those kids a good workout.
Not to mention my assistant. Right. You ready, Kramer?
Yep.
Side of the foot, track.
Oh!
Well, you know, better luck next time.
Well, I've got a great coach.
Well, no, the student has got to want to learn. And, well, you do that very well. It is a real pleasure to work with you. It's one bright spot amid all the gloom.
Oh. Look, I know you've been blue with your sister leaving and all, but I think I have a cure for that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to spend an insane amount of money.
Uh-huh. This works for you, does it?
Always, always, and I have a perfect spot for the spree. You know, there's a charity auction tonight at the Palace Hotel. Melodor is a corporate sponsor, and Dorian has given me tickets. So what do you say? Look, we'll do it together. We'll bid on everything.
Well, I appreciate the thought, but unfortunately, I'm already going with Blair.
Blair? You sure you're up for this? Yeah, look, I owe my mother a visit. It's been a really long time, and she's been on my mind a lot lately with the, the custody hearing coming up and everything. And, I think about possibilities of losing Star.
Well, don't.
No. What if that does happen? What if I do lose her? What if Todd gets full custody of her? What am I going to do, Kathy? How can I live my life without my little girl?
Honey,
I think about Mother, and losing me, giving birth to me and losing me, and having them take me away from her. I mean, she's always confused, and then to have me disappear like that?
Okay, you want to come back later?
No, I'm going to be all right. I won't let her see me upset like this. That's why I brought you along, so you could watch me, okay?
Well, good. I'm glad you asked me to, because I want to see Addie, too.
Okay, good. God, what is it with those Kramer sisters? It was, you know, it's not just the death of their parents. It's like, you know, Mother was already falling apart, and so was Aunt Melinda. It seems like Dorian was the only one that kept herself together.
And we're not so sure about that these days. You know, Mother is on very shaky ground, and I keep asking her what it was like growing up with Melinda and Addie, and she doesn't want to talk about it. She says it's in the past, and it's over with, and I don't think so.
Come on, Addie. I have a surprise.
Here they come. Listen.
Hello, Mama.
She doesn't know about Patrick, and she doesn't know about Star, so don't say anything, okay?
Okay. How are you? Blair. Hi, Mama.
Sister Teresa, look. Didn't I promise you a surprise? A wonderful surprise.
And I have another surprise for you. Look who's here.
Dory? What's Dory doing here?
Mama, here. Let's sit down here. That is not Dorian. That's Cassie.
Cassie?
Yes.
You remember me, Aunt Addie. I'm Dorian's daughter. I'm your niece.
Where is Dory?
Well, Dorian wanted to come see you today, Mama, but she couldn't, so she's at home.
You left her there? By herself? It gets dark.
What, Mama? I brought you. Looky here.
It's Chopin.
Yes,
I can play Chopin.
Yes, you can. Now, look. Look at all of your favorite pieces.
Blair gave me a new record player for my room.
CD.
A CD player. Yes. And I have it on all the time, but I never had Chopin.
Well, now you do. Cassie, maybe you can tell Mama about your favorite pieces, okay? Look at this one.
Your mother's better today.
Well, she seems confused.
It's more like she slips in and out of focus. I have her chart in my office if you'd like to take a look.
Yes, I would. Mama, you can visit with Cassie for a while. I'm going to go with Sister Teresa just to her office just for a minute. I'll be right back, okay?
I can play this one, but it's sad.
Well, maybe you can play it for me if you remember it. Isn't there still a piano in the recreation room?
I'm not like Melinda. Melinda doesn't get scared, but I do. I don't like to play in front of people. You even tease me about that, Dory.
You think I look like her? I guess I do a little bit. Addie, I'm Dorian's daughter. I'm Cassie.
Dory, it's okay. You don't have to hide. I'm not going to hurt you. Nobody is going to hurt you.
You know, I'm really not putting any kind of pressure on either one of you to attend this event.
Oh, no, I'm very glad you told us. Todd and I have been thinking lately about causes we'd like to support. And the Women's Center is right at the top of our list.
Yeah. I think you'd be very uncomfortable there.
Oh, if we ran into Blair.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to get used to that. We may always have our differences, but we can't spend the rest of our lives avoiding the woman, can we?
I don't know, I could.
Taya, obviously you're right. You have to learn to coexist, but I don't think that's going to be very easy tonight. Well, you don't back off from challenges, do you?
No. You should have seen her when that psychoterrorist busted in.
Well, I heard about that. You put up quite a fight when Star was threatened, didn't you?
No, it's just a reflex. Star was in danger. I moved. Because no one was going to hurt that little girl.
Spoken like a mother.
Which I am not, as Blair keeps reminding me.
But you love her, don't you?
It's
pretty hard not to.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Star's not going to go anywhere away from us, ever. Look, I know you're going to hear about this sooner or later, so I may as well just tell you. We're going back into court next week. Blair has filed for custody.
Oh.
Todd!
Look, I already know all of your feelings on this subject.
Yeah, but you're going to obviously ignore them. I know that. And you're going to put Star right bang smack in the middle of a terrible fight.
Well, I didn't start this fight, but I sure as hell am going to win it.
Yeah, I know. And I know there's no point in trying to talk to you, so I'm going to leave. If you two are actually serious about attending this event tonight, and I guess you are, you'll have to pick up your tickets at the Banner, okay?
Okay, the Banner.
I guess I'll see you both tonight then, huh?
Thank you so much for the presents.
You're welcome. Oh, yes, you're welcome too, Bert.
Okay, let's hear it. Come on, what's the real reason we're going to this stupid charity auction?
Look, I'm sorry, I hurt your feelings.
No, you don't hurt my feelings.
I would love to get together with you any other night of the week. It just...
Ian, okay, you and I were never whatever, okay? And it is obvious that you and Blair are, you know, getting heavy.
Oh, yeah? And, what do you mean by getting heavy?
Chris Bodie, Club Indigo. She came over to me and she told me that you guys wanted to be alone, and then you left immediately, so it was, like, obvious.
That I took her home and dropped her off and went home alone. Fell asleep on the couch watching Cary Grant in, I think, The Awful Truth, which, ironically, was The Awful Truth. However, as I recall, the last time I saw you, you were flirting with Mr. Bodie, hmm?
That went exactly nowhere.
Uh-huh.
So you were saying that you and Blair didn't go anywhere either, anywhere in particular. So it's like, great.
Didn't seem so at the time.
No, but what I'm saying is that I think that you and I should keep on getting to know one another. Look, this year, on a scale of 1 to 10, has been about a 0. With one exception, that's meeting you.
I have some thoughts on that matter. Can I be open with you?
Oh, well, that depends. If this is the part where you're supposed to let me down easy when it really feels like you're dropping me from the top of the Empire State Building, then, no.
No, it's just that I find myself in this dilemma. I mean, I hadn't planned on it, but I discover, much to my surprise, that I like you. Very much. I feel, protective over you. The problem is that I'm the type of man I think that I'd want to protect you from.
Toothless, ABC Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
You think I need protection? Ian, I'm not a child.
I know.
It's been a tough year, yes, but I think I've done quite well. And look, I'm tougher than I look, all right? I mean, without getting too bold, I can take care of myself.
So can Blair, which makes you two imposing competitors.
Oh, and like you don't love that.
Hey, look, the fact that you and Blair aren't exactly getting along makes this less of a game and more of a situation that could turn ugly. Now, in my less enlightened days, I wouldn't have minded. The more you fought, the easier it would have been to divide and conquer. But, yes, I probably would have ended up by curling both your toes and your cousin's.
That is totally obnoxious. Maybe Blair's that easy, but not me.
No, I know. I mean, that's my point. I mean, I know Blair's type. She's driven, ambitious, little self-involved. Mm-hmm. You, on the other hand, are an unknown quantity. You are A nice girl. I don't know if I've ever met one before.
Well, I'm not always that nice.
Well, nor am I. But this has been an unsettling year for both of us, huh?
Yeah.
Losing my mother. Discovering who my real father was. Finding out that I have a sister, and then Maggie moving away, and falling out with my business partner and friend, Max. I mean, I look in the mirror and I don't even know who I am. I mean, my past was a lie, and my future is... it's uncertain. Who is this Ian Armitage person? Someone who would want to hurt a beautiful young girl like you?
Do you want to hurt me?
No.
Well, then stop scaring me away. Look, you said that you like me, and I like you. So let's just keep doing what we're doing, and not close any doors.
All right. But I did give you fair warning, which I'm very glad that you ignored.
Hey, Cousin Andrew. How you doing? How'd practice go?
I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to get a shower.
See you tonight.
Is that a threat?
I'm on my best behavior.
Uh-huh.
Because I wouldn't want to embarrass you.
Sorry.
You, my friend,
Yes.
are my date for the charity auction tonight.
So you think going to this auction's gonna make us look good?
Yeah, as Kelly Kramer would say. Duh. We need to make an appearance as the charming, attractive, strong-teethed Mr. and Mrs. Manning, sharing our wealth with the common folk.
I already did that. Last time I was in a custody battle, I spent so much money on public opinion, I thought they were going to rename the town Todd Hollow or Manning View. No, that's a bad idea.
Well, now you need to remind everyone of how generous and big-hearted you are. And of what a great father you're going to be when you finally get custody, once and for all. How is that?
That's not bad.
A star.
So what's the point, right? You know, Blair's going to be there doing the same thing, right? She's going to be working the room with this whole Mother of the Year routine. We're going to kind of cancel each other out.
Not necessarily. You see, do you remember that scene we had yesterday in your office? Blair really lost control. She went berserk completely.
That's my point. I mean, the last thing that we want before a big custody hearing is a big public scene with Blair.
Or maybe that's exactly what we do want.
What do you mean?
Do you want deniability?
I don't know. What are you planning?
You don't know. And that's the way it should stay. Don't ask me any more questions. I have to do some power shopping. See you at party time.
But say,
Trust me?
Trust you? Like I have a choice.
Addie, you seem a little,
I'm fine.
Good, good. And then in a minute, Blair will be back, and maybe we could...
Don't be scared, Dory, okay? I know I used to hurt you, but I didn't mean it.
Addie, everybody knows that, all right? It's all right.
I'm glad. I swear I never meant to hurt you. I did it because I had to.
Why did you have to hurt me, Addie? Addie, it's all right. I'm your sister. I won't hurt you, and I love you. You said that you had to hurt me. Did I do something to you that made you hurt me?
For a long time, I couldn't even remember what I did to you, Dory, but now it's come back in my head. I know I was mean to you. But I know it, but I didn't do the other thing.
What other thing?
Melinda! I didn't hurt Melinda. You did that.
Addie, what did you mean by that just now?
I want to play my new CD.
Okay, we will in a minute, but you said that I hurt Melinda.
Dory, you did. It wasn't me.
I'm not saying it was you.
Yes, you are. It was you. I saw you, Dory. I never told, but I saw you. I did, and you never said you were sorry. Never, 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 never.
Mama.
Addie.
What happened here?
I never told, but she's bad.
Mama, Addie.
You are. Go away.
I better take her back to her room now. Oh, we can play your new record.
No, it's sad.
What did you say to her?
Nothing upsetting, I swear.
And she kept calling you Dory?
Yes, Blair, yes. I just went along with her because I figured it would make her more confused if I tried to straighten her out.
Yeah, and she just flipped out.
No, she was fine. She was fine until she got on the subject somehow of Melinda.
Oh, by accident, right? What are you suggesting? I'm suggesting that you did all of this on purpose to get a reaction from my mother.
Why would I do that?
Because you and Mel Hayes are digging in Dorian's past, and you knew that my mother could uncover a whole lot for you. Oh, you took advantage of my mother's illness. You made her believe that you were Dorian, and then you made her believe and remember something that set her back. She flipped out.
Blair, I'm sorry this happened.
But come on, Blair. She was your mother. Your mother was on the brink by the time she walked in here today. She thought I was. Well, she may have been on the brink, but no, you had to push her over the edge, didn't you? Well, whatever you found out, Cassie, I certainly hope it was worth it.
These are your tickets, sweetheart. You're going with Cassie, right?
Oh, yeah, she won't miss it.
Hello, Todd?
How'd you get in the building? I walked right in. I said boo to the receptionist. She fell right over. It was a piece of cake.
I asked him to come here, Kevin, to give him his tickets.
He's coming?
Sorry.
Likewise. Well, I guess I'll see you and your irksome little brother tonight. Who knows, Todd? Maybe you'll get lucky and they'll auction off a get-out-of-jail-free card for you.
What'd I ever do to him?
Well, I could expound on that, but you very rarely seem to care about my opinion.
Well, I don't buy him most of the time. That doesn't mean that I don't respect him, sort of.
Well, good. Then I'll try once again to tell you what a terrible mistake you are making in trying to keep Blair out of Star's life, especially with the fragile state she's in.
And that's my fault.
No, nobody said it was. But why would you want to kick a woman when she's down?
She kicked me first. This whole divorce was her idea, remember? And so's this custody suit. Now, for a woman in a fragile state, she sure packs a wallop.
So you want to fight her in court?
That's right.
I want you to answer me something honestly. Do you really believe that Blair is an unfit mother?
So what do you think about Taya?
Actually, I'm kind of impressed by Taya, especially given how much she seems to care for your daughter. But, of course, that's not the point, is it? Because Taya is not Star's mother.
No. But Taya's healthy and she's sane. Blair is sick and twisted. I won't have a problem proving that to a judge. I don't want a mad woman looking after my daughter. Now, why is that so hard for everybody to get?
You are trying to hurt somebody very badly that your daughter loves very much. Why can't you get that?
Do I want to know what that was about?
Do you know, I wonder if that man ever sleeps? Does he just spend every single second trying to work up new and ingenious ways to sabotage his own life? And then I go and compound the problem, me and my big mouth, by mentioning this charity benefit tonight, which it seems he and his wife wish to attend so that they can spend the evening running into Blair.
You expecting fireworks?
Who knows?
Would you like a bodyguard?
You said you weren't going.
Well, Renee shamed me into it. So, what time do I pick you up?
You don't. I'm sorry, Clint. I have a date with Dr. Doherty.
But doesn't he have enough on his plate running the university?
They let him out every once in a while.
And where's his wife?
His wife is out of town for the week. Come on, Clint. We're old friends. I mean, what the heck?
Well, I'll tell you what the heck. I just assumed you were going with me.
Oh. Well, maybe you're taking me for granted. And maybe you shouldn't do that.
Kelly? Kelly, what are you up to?
Dribbling to the Carlton soccer. Plus, I'm a little nervous because you haven't said, yeah, Kelly, you're the one I wanted to go to the charity auction.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. Now, tell me something, Kelly. Would Blair happen to be going to this auction along with your soccer coach?
It's called a trap. Yeah, she's going with Ian.
And, do I get to be a puppet in this little drama of yours? Tell me exactly how this is going to work. I'll be coming in. You'll be on my arm. I'll look at Ian. I'll say, Ian, Kelly is my date. Are you jealous? Huh? Come on. I know you and Blair are rivals. I watched you drop a drink right in her lap at Club Indigo.
Yeah. And you know what? I would do it again. And not because of Ian. Have you heard the way she speaks to me in public? All right, look. I'm not going to take that anymore.
You shouldn't have to. And it's wrong of her, and I hope at some point she will learn that it's wrong. One can only hope. But I can't help but think that the reason you're chasing after Ian is because Blair has been so cruel.
Look, okay, it might have been like that before, but that is because she said that he was her private property.
Private property? What, you think it's fair for Ian to be some kind of trophy that the two of you pass between each other?
No, it's not like that anymore. The more I get to know Ian, the more I like him. And he was saying to me before you walked in that he likes me too.
Really?
Yes, like that is so hard to believe.
No. Hey, come on. Hey, I didn't mean it like that. It's what I would call a little bit, sudden. But if it makes you happy, it's great. I think it's great.
Thank you.
You're okay with Blair taking Ian to this charity ball?
Yes, they are just friends like you and me. So what do you say?
And you will behave?
I swear.
Pinky swear.
Mature. Yes, pinky swear.
All right. You got yourself.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
ABC Sunday.
Kara, there must be something that you've forgotten, something that we can use to nail Todd when you're standing in front of Judge Goldberg. Just don't tell me that I need to relax. I could lose my little girl here. And don't tell me that isn't going to happen, because it's happened before. I know that I'm in much better shape now, but will the judge believe that? Can you make the judge believe that? Fine. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. Go away.
Yeah. It's nice to see you, too.
I mean it, Kelly. Get out of here. I've had a really lousy day, and I don't want to look at your face. So go. Now!
How was my day? Wonderful. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. I'll get out of your hair. I'll just wait for Andrew on the porch. Hope your mood changes when Ian comes. The two of you have fun. I certainly intend to. Nothing you do tonight will ruin my evening.
Hey there, Mr. Buchanan. You're looking mighty dapper this evening.
Thank you, Renee.
Are you here on your own?
Well, that depends.
We could make it weekly on the university, on the various different aspects of the university we would be focusing. Excuse me, Dr. Doherty, may I borrow this lovely lady?
If you bring her right back. Otherwise, I'll be forced to mingle, and that would be an unnerving sight.
What's so? I need you for the seating plan. We have too many fat cat contributors, not enough tables front and center. All righty, okay, I'll be back.
Hello, Doc.
Got a minute?
Yes, thank God, Clint. A friendly face. Well, we do go back a ways, don't we?
Well, ever since you moved to Landview, and that was what? How many years ago? More than I care to recall, I'm afraid.
Back when the university was a little state teacher's college.
Now we're tough enough to compete with the top 10 and give them a run for the money. Something that wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for your family's generosity.
Yes. Well, you know, Doc, in that case, would I be out of line if I called in a favor?
Name it.
Would it be too much trouble for my ex-wife to discover that you are so busy working the room tonight that she might as well have come alone?
Well, Clint, you know, I'm a pro at mingling, but I hate it. And wouldn't I be a cad? I mean, to leave poor Vicky in the lurch.
A cad? Nah. You'd just be a man with a lot on his mind.
Ah, and the hope that someone might ride to Vicky's rescue.
Exactly. Wait a minute. Addie thought that you were Dorian?
Well, she gets confused sometimes.
So, what did you do?
Well, at first I tried to correct her and remind her who I was, but then she kept calling me Dory, so I...
You went along with it.
Yes.
Well, what'd you find out?
Not much.
Something.
All right. She said that my mother hurt Melinda.
Dorian hurt Melinda. How?
I'm not sure.
Well, what else did she say?
Nothing. She didn't have a chance to. That's when Blair came in and threw this really horrible fit. I mean, she got so furious with me. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I mean, Addie is her mother.
Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? It's over.
Well, not quite. I mean, I want to run this by Mel while you're getting changed.
Cass.
No, I won't be long, I promise. I'm just gonna run over, let him know what happened today, and that way, he can give it some thought, and I will meet you at the palace, okay?
No.
No?
No. I want you to stop this. Now.
I don't understand. Up until now, you've been go get him Cassie.
Yeah, well, now you're starting to scare me.
Why?
Because you're starting to obsess over this, and I really don't know what you are obsessing about. Addie Kramer got confused and thought you were Dorian. Cassie, I really wouldn't put too much stock in anything the poor woman has to say.
Kevin, you had to have been there. There was this reality to it.
Uh-huh. Well, not to be unfair, but your Aunt Addie is not playing with a full deck.
That's the point. Why? Why is she so unstable? Why is my other aunt institutionalized? Why is my mother coming part of the scene?
I don't know. I can't answer those questions, but I do know that this is starting to dominate your life. Our life. I mean, you got one cousin alienated already. You got the other one going through your mother's mail.
Kevin, you and I have done a whole heck of a lot more than that.
When we were working on a story, yes, but this is not a story. This is personal, and it's getting a little bit out of hand. Now, can't you just pull back a little bit?
I can't.
Why?
Because I'm worried about my mother. And I'm not the only one. Mel is worried about her, too. We've both seen her acting irrationally, and we don't know why, Kevin. But I think it's something terrible that happened to her. To all of them back in Canton, Ohio. Something she feels she needs to keep covered up.
All right. Let's say you're right on the money. Dorian's got this big, dark secret. You're going to open up this closet door. Out comes the skeleton. Then, what happens? Do you remember how shattered my mother was when she finally recovered all those awful memories about her childhood?
Yes. But is she shattered now? Kevin, she's got her life back. She's stronger than ever. I want that for my mother. I want that more than anything after seeing Addie today. Even Blair's reaction is part of the puzzle. somewhere something terrible happened in the Kramer family, and I can't help my mother until I find out what it was.
You're right. I'm wrong. All right. Do whatever you can to help your mother. I'll support you every step of the way. But can we please just have this evening alone, together? Good.
Oh, Blair. The maid said I'd find you in here. Hello. I was under the impression that I had a date this evening with Blair Daimler. Perhaps I took a wrong turn. I'm at the wrong address. I'm sorry. I've sat in before. I'll...
No. You have the right place, and yes, we do have a date.
Are you sure? I mean, you seem a little under the weather. Do you want to do this another night?
No, I'm fine. Really, I am. Give me a few minutes, I'll go upstairs and I'll change. Don't worry. I dare anyone to try and stop us from having a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Get fresh with me. I'm a married man. People would start to talk. Delgado! Hurry up, huh? I want to get this schmoozing over with.
Coming!
Well, she's up to something. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's better that I don't know, but she's up to something. I mean, I know I can be cold-hearted, but she's like, yeah, like that. I mean, one minute she's got ice water in her veins, and the next minute she's, you know, nice. What do you mean? Well, for example, the lady just saved Star's life, remember? So this is what you mean by dressed to kill, I guess.
I told you you would need deniability.